Well, welcome to the Money Masterclass, where we teach you to make, manage, and multiply money. You know, many people want to know about investment. How do I invest? Where do I get the initial capital to invest? What do I do to invest? My teaching today is going to be a different one. It's going to be on how to invest in yourself. Because if you don't invest in yourself and the wealth comes, a fool and his money can be parted. It is said that the pugilist boxer Mike Tyson made $350 million, but today he is broke, possibly because of the lack of personal investment in oneself. So let's start from there. Number one, optimize your life and circumstances. What do I mean? You were born in a circumstance, you live in a place. Some of you are in the land of opportunities. Someone's praying to have what you have, but you probably have never valued it. So organize your life. Be chaos-free. Put order to your immediate environment. Don't let your life be a life of disorder. Don't be the one every morning you wake up, you're going to work or church, you don't know where your socks is. You know, where was my socks? Your shoes are not in order. So optimize your life and circumstance. Some people will think, when I have a big house, then I can be organized. If you cannot be organized in a small place, you cannot be organized in a big place. You know, did you know that if you take people who live in a ghetto and put them in a big, expensive house, they will ghettoize the house? And if you take people who live in some beautiful, nice place, that's their habit, and you put them in the ghetto, you'll be shocked they will transform the ghetto. Optimize your life and circumstances. Number two, you've got to learn to be strong enough to overcome the negatives you've permitted. You see, wealth creation starts with you stopping some negatives. Maybe relations who have been taking advantage of you, people who are blackmailing you, people who are living off you and taking advantage of that opportunity. You have to be strong enough to overcome the negatives you have permitted. Any space you give, people turn it to a bigger space. Have you noticed if a child has temper, if you always respond to the temper tantrum, it increases all the time. Number three, you need to learn to use better equipments and tools for your own vision. What do? Are you a carpenter? Get the best equipment. Are you a plumber? Get the best equipment. What do? Are you a barber? Use the latest, best equipment that money can buy. And if you don't have the money for the best, get the next best. But always settle for best from the beginning, because if that's the way your mind works, you will create wealth. Use better equipment for your work, for your comfort, for excellence. Let that be known of you, that you always commit yourself to the best that a man can get. You know, those who advertise Gillette, the shaving equipment, they say Gillette, the best a man can get. I'm not sure, and I'm not advertising for them, but I'm trying to say that's a nice way to think. Not, you see, the most expensive car is no proof of good transportation. The best will be the one that fits what you do. For example, if for the moment in your career, what you need is a pickup truck, don't go buy yourself an S-Class Mercedes. It's not the best. That pickup truck that both serves you, your family, carries everyone when you are going somewhere, and then serves your business is the best at this time, in this season of your life. Then next thing, expose yourself to the creative world. What do we mean? Open yourself, learn things, or learn art, learn ideas, exercise your creative muscle. In fact, you've read other people's books. Why not even try to write one? Even if you don't intend to publish, just write it. Give someone who can read it, and they'll say, wow, you wrote this. And you'll be amazed. I've written 108 books. The first one was the most difficult. It was the most difficult. I'm voracious with books. I love books. I've read and read and read. But then I had not written until I wrote the first one. But once I wrote the first one and good feedbacks came, boom, 2 or 3 jumped up in my spirit. Once I wrote those 3, another set lined up. And though I've told you I've written 108, I have several others that I have not written that are ready, are in the pipeline. So learn to expose yourself to the creative world and exercise your creative muscle. Next point, clean up your image. Look sharp. Look the way you want to be treated. Look the way you want to be addressed. Dress the way you want to be addressed. Don't say, what's wrong with me? Why should people be looking at my hair? It's product they want to buy. You are a total message. You are a total package. And if you want to create wealth, you have to realize you don't live alone in this world. You have to make yourself acceptable, appreciable, and presentable. You have to realize that people prejudge you before they even hear you open your mouth, speak. We're talking here in investing in yourself. And if you don't, people will know if you are just shell without content. Shell without content. Have you ever seen sometimes a really beautifully well-packaged thing, but then no content? But at least it was packaged. So package yourself, then have content. Let me even push further by giving you the next point. The next point, learn languages. Brain expands when you step out of your regular culture. Some people expect everyone to come to them, to their culture, to accept their culture, and to operate in their culture. They don't realize that they need to step out. There are things you don't know. There are reasons people do things the way they do. When you understand another man's language, how his language works, then you will know why when he spoke to you in the language you understood, it sounded like an insult. If, for example, a Frenchman wants to speak English, he probably had to first convert it in his head. It didn't come out the way you know to speak English. You wouldn't take offense because you have learned languages. It also helps you. You go places, people feel comfortable that you could say something in their language. They even are ready to go extra mile, give you a discount. You are investing in yourself. You say, listen, we now live in a global world. We are in the season of globalization. If, for example, I finish what I'm doing right now and I decide I want to go to America, it would take me less than half a day to get there. If I want to go anywhere in the world, we now live in a global village. You know, language has helped for people to be able to make sense of some things and to be able to flow with life. Next thing, study and read for personal growth. Yeah. That's the reason for the Money Masterclass. Sign up. Get yourself there. It may cost you some money, but I would rather pay the price and get the price. The price of information, the right one, rather than the price of illiteracy. Formal education is good. We pay thousands of pounds to get our degrees. But oftentimes the degrees are structured in only one way. Informal ones like audio books, e-books, or coming to seminars like this, where a certain area is focused on to help you, becomes necessary for you. If you want to invest in yourself, you've got to do it. You've got to do it. The Money Masterclass is not because I lack. It is because we want to help some people enjoy the benefits we have seen. Next, find a mentor. People who can stretch you. A mentor is someone who knows what you don't know, who can take you where you have not yet been. Growth only happens in the exposure to new concepts. You can't stay in the same place and understand everything. A young boy lived in a village and fell in love with Lizzie. The only Lizzie he knew was the lazy in the village. He finished his secondary school and went to the university. There he met tall lazy, short lazy, big lazy, small lazy, red lazy, yellow lazy, black lazy. He got confused. He had made a commitment to village lazy before he was exposed to 100 kinds of lazies. When you don't have exposure, you make quick commitments because you didn't have all the information. Next, network with people, the kind that will help your net worth. Network with people who would help your net worth. Look at me, wherever you are around the world. The 5 closest people to you are influencing and affecting where you reach in life. If everybody around you is lesser than you and they're not challenging and stroking your mind, if everybody around you don't have empires in their heart, then you have not yet invested in yourself. Next one, travel to places. The further you go, the more you understand and the more you break away from self-centeredness. Did you know that a man who lived for 90 years on one spot and the one who is 40 and had been to 10 countries are not the same? The guy who's been to 10 countries has more experience, knowledge, and understanding of our planet than the 90-year-old who stayed in one place. One had accumulated years and age. The other had accumulated experience and information. So listen, my dear friend, you've got to realize that you need to travel places. You are investing in yourself. But if you sit down and say, oh, I can't waste my money, I don't want to go, you will not be able to expand your mind. When you expand your mind, you see opportunities. In fact, sometimes it is travel that makes you see the opportunities where you are coming from, where you should go and invest. Because if you have been with us on the Money Masterclass, you know that I have said, do not invest in your passion. Invest in problem solving. Too many young men and women will say, oh, my passion is music. Because they heard one musician who had really broken through. They didn't realize that for every one musician who broke through, there are 1,000 who can't even buy their own USB stick. Some will say, I want to be in filming. Follow me to Hollywood. And you'll find 10,000 people sleeping rough in Hollywood looking for the chance to break through. In fact, some of them, if they get something as simple as show their face in the film, or what we call in Africa, waka pass, just to walk past this, that's all they got. Many, 10,000 have not had that opportunity. So my dear friend, you've got to travel places. Next one is to retrain for new skills. Retrain for new skills. I was watching a young man yesterday. You could Google it yourself and you'll find this young Nigerian guy is now producing and selling vehicles. He studied soil engineering and felt he needed to work in the area of producing vehicles, and he had begun to network with some people, and he is coupling and selling automation, SUVs. He's selling SUVs. You want to check it out, just type legit.com, I think, or legit.ng, and look for guy who manufactures cars. He started at 24, he's just 32 now. And his vehicles look good to me. He re-engineered himself. No one can take skills learnt from you. No one can take skills that are given to you. The ones that can be used for life is the one you should look for. What you are buying is expertise. When you come to the Money Masterclass, you are getting 46 years experience with so little. 46 years. You are getting a shortcut answer to what some people spend years and years to make. So, retrain for new skills. Re-engineer yourself. You know, in the words of the Holy Book, the Bible, beat your war weapons to become plowshares. War weapons rechanged, re-engineered to become plowshares is what the Bible says. Retrain yourself. Next one, pursue a healthy life. Don't take away from your future. Invest times and money on your health. You see, every time you overeat or eat the wrong thing and sleep wrong and don't exercise, you are actually like a man who is on red and he has an overdraft. Many people who have found diabetes eating them up, and with all due respect to somebody who may be watching and you are struggling with diabetes, I do not belittle the challenge you face. So sometimes we just didn't know. But for now that you know, do you know you can also still live strong and live healthy and live long? Do something. Keep your health. Do exercise. The pain is there when you do exercise. Your knees hurt, your leg hurts, your arm hurts. Get a trainer to tell you what to do to stay healthy. Don't just buy equipment and start doing it yourself. You might just be exercising the wrong places in your body. For my age, it has been found that if one does a lot of walking, he adds like 2 weeks to his years. Almost every week when you walk a lot, you're adding like 2 weeks to your years. So I do a lot of walking. I want to live long. I want to live strong. So my friend, choose a healthy life. The next one is sell something. Sell something. Grow. And then as you sell something, you are learning marketing. What sold? How did it sell? Who is buying? Why didn't we sell? What mistakes did we make? Some people have never sat down to look at their mistakes and see that, oh boy, we did not market well. We did not have the right staff. Some of them, they even overstaff, rent a massive office when they should start lean and mean. So my dear friend, today our teaching has been on investing in yourself. And it is the greatest investment you can make. When you invest in yourself, you change your life, you move your life forward as you learn to study, to find a mentor, network with people, retrain yourself on new skills, pursue a healthy life, do something for your growth, optimize your life, and build on income stream and automation. There are 2 more I needed to share with you. Teach others, particularly what you want to master. Understanding becomes better through transfer. You see, that's the reason I'm doing the Money Masterclass. In the process of me even sharing with you, I'm renewing myself. Teach others. Challenge them. And lastly, build an income stream on automation. Maybe something that people are buying while you are asleep. Something you put online. An idea you put online. Have something that is making money even while you are not there, apart from your regular work. Let money work for you. Put shoes on money. Some of you may need to buy shares in your country. You may need to buy stocks. You may need to buy treasury bills. Some of you may need to buy into one banking instrument or the other. And if the current Bitcoin works for you, some of you may need to buy into it. But let there be something that is producing money while you are sleeping. I do hope today's teaching has helped you. Continue to invest in yourself, in your future. That way you'll be able to make, manage, and multiply money. God bless you.